All right, Halloween is tomorrow, so this week on The Real Report, we're going to get to the real fishing questions. What is the scariest fish in Idaho? We'll also talk about across the country, and just a little info for you. Coastal states have an ocean full of predators, but we do have our own fierce and scary predators here in the state of Idaho. And joining us, Jordan Rodriguez from Tight Lines 208. Okay, Jordan, I didn't know that there were scary fish in Idaho. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, well, there's not too many. You know, we're not bordering any oceans or anything like that, but we do have a few. The three that I listed in my report as the contenders are the sturgeon, just because of its massive size, right? Up to 10 feet long, over 300 pounds.
They're old too, yeah?
They can outlive humans, yeah, very old fish. So I have heard people say on occasion, upon seeing a sturgeon for the first time, well, I'm never going swimming in the Snake River again. So scary in that sense, but they don't have teeth. They're not an aggressive predator, so I kind of knock them off the list. Next up is walleye. It's probably a topic for a whole different Real Report. But the scary thing about walleye, they do have teeth and all that, but the scary thing is that they keep showing up in places where they're not really wanted. So, including here in Idaho. Yes. So that's a little bit scary. But the one I had as the winner for the scariest fish swimming in Idaho is the tiger muskie. And so that's a walleye there on screen.
Okay.
Then that's a sturgeon, but the tiger muskie, I'm sure we have one coming up here any second, is a very toothy predator. They can get very big, over 4 feet long. There's one there. And they're just mean. I mean, they will eat ducklings, they will eat rodents, they will eat frogs, They will eat any other fish that they share habitat with. So kind of a scary one for sure.
All right, before we let you go, I know that you've done a lot of angling across the country. What about the scarier fishes outside of Idaho? What have you seen?
The scariest one that I've ever caught personally is called the alligator gar, and this was in Texas. So they're pretty common in Texas in the south. There you can see
it. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, lives up to its name.
That's a fish?
That's a fish. That's a fish. It was 6'7", and that's a muskie there on screen out of the Great Lakes. So we don't have those kinds of muskies in Idaho. We only have the tiger muskies, which are a hybrid. But yeah, those alligator gar, they could be up to 7 feet long. They weigh a couple hundred pounds, and they just have those jaws with the interlocking teeth. Hence the alligator part of the name.
Okay, we're short for time, but how do you catch a garfish?
Carefully? Carefully, yeah, you handle them carefully. It's similar to sturgeon fishing. You kind of use bait and have it sit there for a while, and then the fish comes and you're in for a battle.
Do you eat the gar?
No. Most of these big ones, it's catch and release stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, Jordan Rodriguez, Tight Lines 208. You can find all of his work at ktbb.com and his Tight Lines 208 blog.